WNET Leadership Summit. I'm excited to see a crowd full of awesome and amazing ladies. I hope you get the most that you can get out of the next 24 hours. We have a phenomenal lineup of panelists tomorrow, speakers, topics. This is by far our largest WNET Summit to date. And in January, we were at a WNET board meeting, and we were talking about the WNET Leadership Summit this year, and we decided to change it up a little bit. From previous year, we thought, what better year than this year, with everything that's going on in the world, in the business world, in the world, around the Me Too movement, the focus on gender diversity at corporations. And so we decided this year we're going to focus on a different type of event. You'll see that tomorrow's speakers and panelists lineups are mostly C-suite women, women on boards, women in technology, women entrepreneurs. And we couldn't have done this really without all of the folks in virtual, but primarily because of one person who is sitting right here. I'd like to just take a moment and have Linda Perry stand up because this event is due to your hard work. She has been retired for a few years. She comes out of retirement every so often. And this is one of the years that she came out of retirement. And at the board meeting, she said, this is our year. I am in it. I want to help out. She has been instrumental in all of the event planning, getting all the speakers and the sponsors, along with a cast of support members from virtual and the committee. But we definitely couldn't have done it without Linda. So I don't want to even start the program in my little script here before I took the chance to mention Linda. So 11th Annual Summit. WNET has never been more relevant in our vision and our mission. Today, our vision is a world where a woman's potential is as unlimited as her ambition. Just think about that for a moment. A world where a woman's potential is as unlimited as her ambition. We took the opportunity at the board meeting in January to really think about our vision. It needed a facelift or some sort of an update. Not that our previous vision was bad, but it just really, we needed to refresh our vision. And so that's where we ended up. Every word in a vision counts. It's really what we believe in the world that we're trying to achieve. Our mission is to create a stronger and more diverse industry by empowering and investing in women. And that is what we do every single day, every single moment of our staff's time, my time. That's what we're trying to achieve. So definitely happy to have you all on the journey. This is for you all in the room, and I'm really excited that you're here today to participate. So over the next 24 hours, we'll have access to world-class content. This event is designed for leaders by women leaders, which is really different, I think. A lot of industry events that I go to, a lot of the content panelists are designed probably by a lot of male leaders, and the content is designed, and this panelists are designed for males. This is a bit of a different summit, a different content. This is also your time to meet new people. So I know we've got a lot of tables tomorrow. We kind of debated. Sometimes we have tables, sometimes we don't. We've got a lot of tables tomorrow, but I really encourage you to take the opportunity to meet some women outside of your companies. Meet women in your companies that you haven't met before, but meet some women that are outside of your company. WNET's foundation at the very, very early origins was to connect women across the industry. And so it's not just about women in your own organization, it's about making connections outside of your organization, because you never know where that next mentor is going to come from, you never know where that next job is going to come from, and you never know where that next business opportunity is going to come from. So take advantage of the network that you have in this room and make those connections. Going back to my script, sorry. All of us work with other women. I encourage you to challenge yourself to find at least one actionable item you can commit to implementing to advance women within your own companies. Make the most of this event and commit to taking action. Don't just walk out of here tomorrow saying that was a great event, love the speakers. Take a couple things that you learned tomorrow, take it back to your companies, have conversations, just do something after the summit to take what you hear from the summit and what you get out of the summit back to your companies to make a difference in your company. Now here for the real everyday force behind our tremendous organization is our Executive Director, Lisl Dutterer.
Welcome everyone. Ooh, I'm shorter. Welcome everyone. It's my privilege to serve you. Every day the staff of Wnet thinks and acts on your behalf, and to support Wnet's mission and act on the ideas you share. As a result of the partnership of volunteers and staff, Wnet has grown over 120% in the last 12 months in our membership base. Our infrastructure is stronger and our programs are all growing in both scope and in member participation. Now let's talk about the lifeblood of Wnet, you, the women and men across the payments ecosphere, and the men who advocate for us. The Wnet Board of Directors are Wnet's all-in leaders. I ask them to stand now. This event is their best opportunity to meet you. We want to hear what you have to think about Wnet, how you're involved, if you would like to become more involved, what you value most about Wnet, and what we could do more of, how we can improve, and please share all of those that feedback and that information with us while you're here. Diversity is central to our mission and to the Wnet Advisory Board, which is comprised of a diverse group of women and men who bring recommendations, ideas, advocacy, and insights to our strategic and tactical decisions. I ask our advisory board members to stand. Tonight and tomorrow is a perfect time for you to share your ideas with them as well.
All right, so this year's summit has attracted more of us than any summit in our history, as I mentioned. I want to thank some of the truly outstanding women who have dedicated themselves to every element of this event. And Linda, I'm going to ask you to stand up again. Linda has been instrumental in arranging all the speaker panels. The moderators, Michelle Tinsley, Joan Herbig, Diane Farrow, and Holly Targan are all going to be moderating panels tomorrow. And the logistics committee has worked tirelessly since January. Liz Pike, Claire Crotty, together with their committee, has worked for several months to ensure that the millions of little details that go into planning an event like this, to make sure that the experience is exceptional. Thank you, Liz, Claire, and your committee, Michelle Brown, Erica Curtis, Sarah Gukas, Lorena Kirby, Chris Lee, Julie Miller, Allison Simonton, and Rebecca Walden. Please stand if I just called your name. In the other room, we have, after this event is over and we can get to the alcoholic beverages, we have a silent auction. I encourage you to bid after you've had your alcoholic beverages. So the silent auction is one of our favorite events every year as part of this the summit. We have volunteers that go out and solicit gifts or auction items. You'll see some phenomenal things from wine to vacation homes and properties, and lots of little knickknacks. So please be generous, enjoy your drinks, and I look forward to socializing with you all at the silent auction. Silent auction co-chairs Cindy Boyles and Don Delaney, along with Andrea Condu, and her checkout team from First Data. First Data is going to be handling all the payments from the all right.
While we are a diverse group of people in many ways, we also share many of the same qualities. We bring professionalism and passion to every endeavor, and we include fun into every exchange. Tonight we've come together to meet in person, but Wnet also has a thriving virtual community. We network virtually, we learn virtually, we give back, we pay it forward, and we empower each other virtually. We invite you to engage in our virtual community via our LinkedIn and Facebook pages, and follow us on Twitter. And for the summit today, we have a handle of #WNetSummit18. We're excited to announce the launch of the Wnet Thought Leadership Center on Monday. This is going to be our online resource center. It includes member-submitted and member-curated content that includes the best and latest articles, videos, white papers, research, and all other formats on topics that are connected to our mission, including negotiation, communication, leadership, networking, mentoring, public speaking, and much more. So check it out on Monday and help us by submitting your content, which you can do right online. Wnet members can also connect through our expanded mentor exchange, which includes both formal and situational mentoring. So check that out, and you can also apply to be part of the mentoring program online. Wnet's local chapter network spreads across 10 cities across the US and Montreal. Check them out. If there's not one in your city, call us. Let's get one started.
All right, so none of this would be possible without our corporate sponsors. As being on the board this year and looking at our financials, our budget is smaller than most people's budget probably in this room. I mean, we really run, as a nonprofit organization, we really run on a very thin budget. We're lucky to break even every year and maybe have a little bit extra to invest in so much needed infrastructure and tools. So our corporate sponsors are really the lifeblood of this organization. We could not do without them. Our members, most of our members are part of corporate sponsor organizations, and so I would be remiss if I didn't call out all of our corporate sponsors and the importance of sponsorship to continuing Wnet and our mission and our vision. Today's platinum sponsors, Worldpay. Thank you very much, Worldpay. Our sponsors, First Data, FIS, Jaffe, JetPay, North American Bank Card, PwC, and Velo. And a number of other sponsors that sponsor certain programs and things. So Moneris, TSYS, Bluefin, TD Bank, VMS, and Discover. So thank you all to all of the sponsors from the bottom of my heart. Our corporate sponsors not only sponsor us, obviously, in a lot of the events, but really they are responsible for continuing the programming, the events, keeping the lights on, so to speak. We have a number of sponsors from across the industry, you can see up here. And Friends of Wnet is a category that we created typically for smaller companies or companies with a smaller number of women who are in payments, and to allow them the opportunity to contribute and participate as well. So thank you to all of our corporate sponsors. Again, by supporting Wnet, these companies show that they are making a conscious decision to connect their values, priorities, and their future with Wnet. For that, we are exceptionally grateful. Without their ongoing support, we would not exist and could not offer the tremendous benefits. And last but not least, I'd like to recognize the amazing Wnet staff event team here today. Our executive director, Lisl, Dutterer, who is very, very passionate about Wnet. She lives Wnet, breathes Wnet every single day. She embodies everything that we stand for, so we're lucky to have her as our executive director. Brooke Weldon, who works for virtual management. Where are you, Brooke? There you are, all the way in the back. Hey, Brooke. Brooke has been phenomenal. She does everything behind the curtain and behind the scenes. And Brooke has been a tremendous asset to our staff this year, and I really appreciate everything that Brooke has done. Alina Messina, our event manager, and our member services manager, Brooke Weldon. So Thank you to all of the staff and support for helping. All right. So we heard loud and clear from men that they would like to figure out how they can participate in Wnet. And sometimes I think it was halfway a joke, but we took them at their word, and we created a new category called the Advocate category. And this is a category that was created, I think, in the last couple months. It's specifically for men, and it's really for men who want to exemplify that they support women, they support sponsoring women, they support women in their organization, they support diversity, inclusion, mentoring, sponsorship, all those things that they want to stand for, and we want to recognize them. And so we created a new category. We are just getting it off the ground. I think we have one. But it's new. So what we're going to do is have a campaign to find the first of many. We want to find a group of men who really who are up for standing up and being the first of many men who are advocates. We can't do this alone. We can't achieve our vision and our mission on our own. Men have to be part of the solution. Men need to be part of solving the problem. And so we want to invite them to join as advocates. I would encourage you to go back to your organizations and identify men who you think would be a good advocate. This is definitely something that we want to bring up to life. And obviously when somebody stands up here, Carol stands up here next year as incoming president, she'll be able to talk about how many hundreds of men we have as advocate in their advocate category. So just wanted to kind of put that on everyone's radar. I meant to do that.
Oh, now's the fun part. Wnet is sustained by volunteers who give their time and talent to create learning, mentoring, and networking opportunities for thousands of women across our industry. Tonight, we'd like to thank and recognize a few of many deserving women for their exceptional leadership this year and commitment to helping Wnet grow and in service and in scope. Our first award is the Lean In to Lead Award. The Lean In to Lead Award is given to a Wnet member who has significantly stepped forward to take a leadership role to add ideas, expertise, and support that directly supports one of Wnet's strategic objectives. The award is given to a Wnet member who serves on at least one Wnet committee and is present for at least 90% of committee calls. She attends at least one Wnet event during the year. She has stepped up to offer her expertise, going beyond the call of duty to provide support to other committee members and to the Wnet staff and board of directors. And she provides support with many in the other strategic areas of Wnet value. Please join me in congratulating Diane Driscoll of NMA. Our next award is the Wnet Making Waves Award. The Making Waves Award is given to a Wnet member who has made an impact on the industry and demonstrates a commitment to furthering Wnet's mission by exemplifying outstanding leadership and encouragement to other Wnet members. This award is also given to a Wnet member of more than 1 year. They show active participation in Wnet events and showcases leadership skills in her career and as an active Wnet member. The award winner has made an impact in the payments industry through speaking at events, participating on industry boards, etc. Please join me in congratulating Melissa Pauleat of Paysafe. It's a challenge up here. The first LINKUP of the Year award is given this year. The LINKUP event of the Year award recognizes our WNet chapters for their efforts and as they provide great local networking across the US and Canada. The LINKUP event showcases strong team leadership and teamwork that includes talent and creativity. The event attracts a large and diverse audience, supports the mission of WNet, and fosters learning and networking among payments professionals. Congratulations to the first LINKUP of the Year award, Montreal, Canada.
Just a real quick, Michelle started up the Montreal chapter on her own. She totally took the initiative, and she brought in a company to do a video, which apparently we can't show it because it costs $500 to show it. But
It's not her fault.
But this video is amazing, and it just goes to show when somebody's passionate and really wants to participate, there's no end to the creativity that somebody could do. So kudos to Michelle, you're awesome.
The Diversity Champion Award is presented to an individual from a WNet corporate sponsor who has exemplified the spirit of diversity through her contributions to her organization in the last year. This individual demonstrated leadership in expanding opportunities for women and advances diversity initiatives within her own company. The winner of this year's award founded and leads her company's internal women's network, where she's dedicated as a mentor and a leader to both female and male colleagues. This year's winner is also a WNet leader who advocates for WNet across the industry by helping to raise sponsorship dollars. And this year's winner of the individual diversity champion is Kelly Beatty of Worldpay. Aren't they pretty? The second new award is the Game Changer Award. The Game Changer Award is given to a WNet member who has, through strategic thinking, audacious goal setting, outstanding leadership, commitment to implementation, and attention to details, moves mountains, and doesn't take no for an answer. In so doing, she moves WNet forward to stand on new ground toward the realization of our mission and vision. The WNet member actively serves on the WNet Board of Directors, Advisory Board, and/or Committee leadership team. She strategically and tactically champions multiple initiatives that support our mission. She leads efforts that significantly move WNet forward to new levels of service to members, sponsors, and the industry as a whole. She expands WNet's resources, both financial and relational, and represents WNet at industry events and with the media. She closely, with other WNet leaders and staff, works to ensure goals are set and met. It is my privilege and my great honor to present this award to Linda Perry. The Wnet Corporate Diversity Champion Award is the payment industry's award that recognizes leadership in the area of inclusion, respect, and diversity. Diversity must be part of the corporate culture, and that culture is created and reinforced daily by organizations and individuals within that organization. Wnet recognizes organizations through an ongoing process that includes nomination, application, and close evaluation. The Wnet Corporate Diversity Champion Award recognizes an achieved standard. It is not a competition. In April, our first Corporate Diversity Champion Award went to Discover. Today, we would like to introduce you to Jennifer Murillo, Vice President of Global Marketing at Discover, to give us insight into Discover's diversity initiatives. Jennifer?
Thank you very much, Lisl. So thank you very much, Wnet, for honoring Discover this spring with the Diversity Award. It's something that's very gratifying to me, to my colleagues from Discover who are here today, and really to everyone back in Riverwoods, Illinois, with the company who are really working on advancing our work in the diversity and inclusion space. It's something that we see as really a core to our strength. And I guess speaking from my own personal experience, I can tell you I've worked at this company at Discover for about 20 years. And back in 1999 when I started, payments and financial services and the tech space looked a whole lot different, than they do today. But even back then when I started at the company, Discover was certainly trying to do things differently. The person who recruited me to the company was a woman. My first boss was a woman. And along the way, as I look back on my career at Discover, I can point to several wise women and men who provided mentorship and leadership and ultimately support of women's career development, not just for me, but a lot of my colleagues in the organization that have made a tremendous difference, both to the company and to those individuals' careers. So today, 20 years later, I can tell you I'm very proud to be working for Diane Offrines, who leads our payments organization. I think just this week she was named by American Banker to the 25 most influential women in finance, I think for the 9th year in a row. And those things don't happen accidentally. It's something that's so ingrained in the culture, whether it is through formal and informal mentorships that we have, through our employee connection groups, through formal and informal sponsored career development opportunities. It's something that we continue to try and raise the bar and advance what we're doing. So on behalf of Discover, I just want to say thank you very much to the work that's happening here at Wnet and for the opportunities you're allowing me and a lot of my colleagues to continue to grow our careers. So thank you very much.
Silent auction is about ready to start, the bar is about ready to open. Go to the bar first, silent auction second. And please join me in the entire Wnet Board of Directors and Advisors next door. Remember to bid early and bid often. Bidding will close at 6:30. And as a reminder, tomorrow's breakfast begins at 8 a.m. sharp, so don't drink too much. Right back here and enjoy your evening. Thank you so much.